Hello.
Hi. Hello, Elon. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes. Clearly.
Okay, good, thank you. What are your plans for the weekend, Elon? What are you going to do tomorrow and Sunday?
Uh, I'd like to prepare for the uh, behavioral interview. There are many questions like why did you quit your current job, and why do you want to join our company? Interview questions like this. I have to prepare
Oh,
for these questions.
oh, okay. Oh, wow. So, and if you have any free time, will you do anything to relax this weekend?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm very busy, uh, busy to prepare for my interview.
All right, let's get going. Can you read this page for us, please?
Okay, learning objective of doing so. Feel free to share some parenting experiences during the class. Let's get started.
Excellent. Well done, Elon. All right. Elon, what are some reasons that a child might have a meltdown?
Well, let me think about it.
Hmm?
Well, some because the children are more easy to to cry and break their emotion,
Sure.
and they can control themselves very well, because I think, hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. uh, I mean maybe that's the reason why a child have a meltdown.
Sure, sure, definitely. No, I agree with you. They aren't as in control of their emotions as adults. Definitely. Okay, question number two. How can parents help their kids learn how to deal with their emotions or their feelings?
Well, it's very hard for parents and kids, because you have to teach the kids about the specific emotion, like angry and nervous.
Sure. It's like anger
Yeah, and
and nervousness.
anger and nervousness. So
Nervousness.
nervousness.
Good.
Yeah, and after that, we have to teach the kids how to control the specific emotions, especially the negative emotions. Uh, teach them to calm themselves down, and also try to think things objectively.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yes, that's good advice. Wow. And what are some good ways to release pent up or built up aggression?
Well, let me think about it. Well, maybe maybe teach the kids to express themselves to parents clearly, and also
Okay.
try to try to express their own negative emotions, and also
So communication, you're saying they should communicate more or better.
yeah, have a communication with their parents and ask for parents for help.
Sure.
Maybe
Oh, okay.
parents are uh, more if experience about negative emotions.
Right. With dealing with negative emotions.
Yeah, parents are more uh, experience
Sure.
about dealing with negative emotions.
Definitely. Definitely they are. Okay, awesome, Elon. Thank you. All right, our new vocabulary words. The first word, please, is meltdown.
Meltdown. Very fast loss of emotional self-control.
Good. Pent up.
Pent up. Held or kept emotions, energies, etc. inside.
Good. Avenue.
Avenue. Avenue means a way of achieving something or of reaching reaching a goal.
Good. Next one is raw.
Raw. Raw means powerful and not controlled.
Good. Irrational.
Irrational. Irrational means not based on reason, a good judgment, or clear thinking.
Good. And the last one is vent.
Vent. To express an emotion, usually in a loud or angry manner. Vent.
Perfect, Elon. Good work. Any questions about any of these words, Elon?
Wow.
Elon?
So far so good.
Okay. Do you ever vent, Elon?
Of course, it was a short time ago. I I was argued
Arguing?
by yeah I was arguing and arguing, and also because of I was blamed by my boss, and and then I became vent because I can't control my emotion properly. So I think it's not a good manner to vent on the public
In public.
in public. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yes,
not a good manner to vent in public.
definitely. Definitely. Oh, thank you for sharing, Elon. Good. Okay, we need to read the sentences and fill in the correct vocabulary word, please. Can you start at number 1, please?
She began to vent her frustrations by kicking the wall.
Excellent, good. 2, please.
After a long journey in the car, the case was full of full of irrational
Irrational
energy.
energy? Or sort of. So think about it, they've been in a car for a long time, so they've kept that energy inside of them for a long time. What is another word for
M-
keeping something inside of you?
Meltdown,
Pent up,
pent up.
right? So pent up energy. Because the children were in a car for a long time, they had to sit quiet, and all their energy, they just had to keep it inside of them. So when they finally got up, that pent up energy, they could use the energy. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. Let's try number 3, please.
Her tood- toodles, her toddler,
Toddler, toddler,
toddler, her toddler, her toddler had a
which which of the words could mean to lose control of your emotions?
irrational
Meltdown. Okay.
meltdown.
The toddler had a meltdown in the grocery store. Means the toddler lost its patience, lost control of its emotions. Have you seen that before, where a baby starts screaming in the grocery store?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
right. Let's try number 4, please.
We made an irrational decision
Good.
in the heat of the moment.
Perfect. Good. The last one, please.
We plan to pursue all available route 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 to get our message to the public.
All of available raw, all available avenues to get our message to the public.
Okay,
Okay.
pursue all available avenues. to get our
So
message to the public.
that means we're going to try every single way that we can to get our message to the public. Right. Okay, good work, Elon. Thank you. Can you read this page for us, please? Titled Don't Judge.
Don't judge. The first thing to keep in mind when talking to a case about their meltdowns is to never judge their negative feelings. Think about it. How would you feel if every time you got upset, you found yourself starting up at a bigger, taller, and frowning adult who was saying, "Don't feel that way," or "I don't want to hear that." Would you feel like calming down or shooting back? Shouting back. Shouting back. Okay, shouting back. Simply put, kids need an avenue to express their emotions, and their parents are often the first people they turn to. Therefore, parents should be more sympathetic
Good.
and give their undivided attention whenever their kids are talking about their emotions.
Good. Well done, Elon. One more time. You said this correct the first time, but not the second one. It's sympathetic.
Sympathetic.
There we go. Good.
Sympathetic.
Good. Well done. What does sympathetic mean, Elon?
Uh, Objectively,
Okay. If you are sympathetic, you understand the other side. You understand the other person's point of view.
okay,
Okay. So in this sentence, it means try to understand why the children are acting like this. Try to see it from their point of view. Okay. Can you read this page, please?
okay. Don't drag out the fight. Sometimes talking is the best approach when our children are in the middle of a full-blown meltdown. In fact, in their instance, talking may prolong the tantrum.
Tantrum.
Tantrum. Talking may prolong the tantrum. Sometimes it's simply better to take a step back and wait until your children has calmed down. A child, yes, right. Well, then uh, until your child has calmed down enough to talk reasonable, it's also
Reasonably.
important that
Sorry, reasonably.
uh, reasonably
Good.
reasonably. Okay. It's also important that parents don't take any of their child's strong emotions personally. While many parents become frustrated or upset when their children explodes on them, it's necessary to keep in mind that your child likely didn't mean what he or she said. For example, in the middle of an outburst, in the middle of an outburst, your child may say, "I hate you," when in fact he or she means, I hate your power.
Excellent. Good, Elon. So this page is just giving us advice on how to chat to children when they are having a meltdown, when they're losing control. So the first thing they say is sometimes it's better to step away, give the children space, and also that we shouldn't take it personally when your child says things in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the argument. Elon, do you think adults also need avenues for expressing their emotions?
No, yes, of course. I think it's very necessary for adults to have some avenues to express their emotions because I think that every stage of the life has its specific emotions, especially the negative ones. I think everyone should learn some knowledge about how to express yourself clearly and try to ask ask your friends or your families for help to to cope with the negative emotions.
Sure, sure, definitely. Good. I like that answer. Thanks, Elon. Is it possible to tell if you have someone's undivided attention?
Well, let me think about it.
Hmm?
Well, sorry, I don't understand the question clearly.
Okay. Can you tell if somebody is concentrating on what you are saying, on concentrating listening to the conversation, or if they're concentrating on something else when they're talking to you? Undivided attention means you have my whole attention. I'm not thinking about anything else, just thinking about you. My undivided attention.
Yes, of course. I think everyone can tell if others undivided attention because you can judge the behavior and also pay attention to the answer. The uh,
Okay,
yeah. So in this way, we can easily tell if others undivided attention.
good. If you have someone's undivided attention. Good. Thank you, Elon. Yeah, those are very good ways of doing it. And the last question, why do you think kids say hurtful things when they are angry?
Um, to be honest, I think it's just because children are not are not told to express themselves emotions
themselves emotionally.
ac- yeah emotions accurately.
Oh, okay.
I mean I mean they are not told to express themselves themselves emotions accurately. So sometimes they say some very negative words and also very hurtful for others. But I think it's not their accurate meaning, and we have to calm them down and try to have a conversation. I think this is a good way to to have the true meaning of the children.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Very wise, Elon. Thank you. Can you read this page, please?
Handle full balloon explosions. Sometimes children are filled with so many raw emotions that they simply don't know how to handle them, resulting in full-blown meltdowns. In these instances, parents should do their best to provide a calming down presence until the child has relaxed enough to talk. Some children may even need to be physically comforted, comforted,
Good.
physically comforted. It's equally important that parents avoid making any irrational, irrational threats, in the heat of the moment. This will likely only cause your child to become even more agitated,
Agitated.
agitated,
Good.
become even more agitated. And the best approach is to offer a specific, reasonable consequence, consequence,
Consequence.
consequence, reasonable consequence, and explain why.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Good. Do you have any questions, Elon?
Uh, no, so far so good.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Can you read this page, please?
Help them work through it. Despite their negative nature, tantrums, right?
Good.
Tantrums are important developmental experiences in a child's life. Kids who struggle to express their powerful emotions often have even more trouble expressing them in their adult lives. Therefore, the parents' first goal may not be to stop the tantrums, but to help their children walk through and understand them. So, the next time your kids are fussing and whining,
Fussing or whining.
fussing or whining. Fussing or whining.
Hmm.
Okay, your kids are fussing and whining. And
Fussing
nearing
or
or
whining. You had it right the first two times. Whining. Fussing or whining.
whining. Fussing
There we
or
go.
whining.
Hmm.
Nearing or full blown meltdown. Take the time to sit down together and allow them to vent their frustrations. In fact, you could set aside time each week for complaining. The idea is the more they get these negative emotions out of their system, the the less likely it, it is they will have meltdowns in the future.
Excellent. Good. Well, that all makes sense. You got to help your kids from a young age express their emotions, and then they'll be better at doing it when they are adults. Well, it's good advice for all of us. All right. Elon, what are some reasonable consequences for a child having a meltdown? Do you punish the child for having a meltdown? What do you do once they've had a meltdown?
Well, consequences. What's the what is consequences?
Consequences mean the results of your actions. So we say your actions have consequences. If you do something and something happens because of that first thing, that's a consequence, the result of your actions. So the
Okay,
question means if children throw a tantrum, if they have a meltdown, what should the result be? What are you as an adult going to do to the child? Do you punish the child? Do you reward the child? Do you talk to the child? What is the consequences for the child of having a meltdown?
oh well.
Once the child
Sorry.
has had a meltdown, what do you do with the child? Once the child has had a meltdown, what do you do with the child?
I'd like to have a conversation with the child, and also
Okay,
teach teach them how to deal with the negative emotions, and also help them to express themselves accurately, and
hmm,
also teach them to cope with the negative emotions directly. In this way, I think children will learn how to cope with the negative emotions accurately.
okay, okay. Good, good. Thank you, Elon. Number two, in your opinion, what is the most vital aspect of a child's development?
Well, Let me think about it. Mm, I think maybe the emotion, emotion,
Emotional development?
yeah, emotional development and the physical development uh, is are the most vital aspect of child's development because I think we have only they have those two things can they have a wonderful life.
Okay. All right. That's what they need
Yeah,
to
I
have a
think so.
balanced life. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to combine those things together to have a great life in the future.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, and the last question, Elon, what have you learned from this lesson, if anything?
Well, I think I have learned a lot of knowledge about how to deal with or negative emotions, especially how to teach our children to cope with those things. We have to teach our children to express themselves accurately and also try to try to try to learn that children are learning about how to express their negative emotions correctly. So we have to be patient to our children and also teach them how to.
With our children,
Yeah, we have to be
patient with.
patient with. Yeah, patient with our children when they are when they are meltdown, have a meltdown.
Have, having a meltdown.
Yeah, when they are having a meltdown.
Good.
Only in this way can the children avoid vent venting in
Venting.
public.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Wow. You learned a
Mm.
lot. Thanks, Elon. All right. So in this lesson, we reviewed things that parents can do to help with meltdowns. Do you have any questions about the lesson, Elon?
No more.
Okay. And that's the end of the lesson, Elon. Thank you. You spoke great today. Well done. Bye bye.
Bye.